Hi Ladybugs, it's Yolanda and I'm going to show you how I make mini albums with the fabric covers. I love the fabrics on my journals. I just think they look really nice, and then you can also embellish them. Now I've had these lying around for a while, so this is the journal that I will attach, because I might even do this in 2 parts depending on how long it takes to do the cover and then to sew these in. So I've already prepped some of the pages, as you can see, but they still need work, and I've got magazine pages in here as well. My coffee dyed. I've done some embossing, etc., and this is coffee dyed paper, but I've also added sprays, and as you can see, you know, I've put different colors because this kit that I'm using is just, oops, why is it sticking? It's just amazing. I love it. I've already made a big boho journal from this paper. Now I had these 2 spare. So I have already cut the covers from chipboard, and it measures 8, just 1/8 and 1/8 almost, just a little bit longer than an 8 by 5 and a quarter. And my spine, you know, it was left over. I cut this from just a 12 by 12 piece of keep saying cardstock chipboard, and this was the leftover from the cutting it, well, one of the leftover pieces. So I'm just going to use it as my spine, which is 1 1/2. So it does give me lots of room to embellish the papers. Okay, now I've got various, let's just put this aside for the moment. So I've got various fabrics here, and I mean, they're just beautiful. I'm going to use this piece for the spine. It's like upholstery fabric. Okay, and they make wonderful spines. I have plenty of these in many colors, so if you're interested, let me know. Then I have these fabrics, and let's just bring this back, and I was trying to match sort of the different blues. This one is also great for this. And let's just put that aside. Then I also have this piece, which I love, because that blue kind of picks up that, and this navy blue is there. So I think for a cover it'll be very nice. Now what I normally use for the inside of the journal, the cover, I normally use calico. I'm sure you all know what calico is. It's just cream cotton. That is what I normally use, and sometimes I will use calico if the fabric is thin. I will line it with, I will put calico first and then the upholstery fabric, but this one is lovely. It's just perfect for a cover, so I'm not going to use the calico. What I might do is use, in fact what I am going to do is use one of these for the inside. No, definitely not that one, but isn't it gorgeous? It'll make a beautiful cover. And then you see I have this piece here, which is lovely and thick, which I think I will use, and it's a nice big one. I will probably use that. So let's make a start. It's so easy, you will see. This is obviously not going to fit. No. Well, it will actually. Let's have a look, because what I do is I put it edge to edge, okay, and then I can just cut, and I suppose I can fold. Yeah, this is working out great. So I have to turn this, make sure that the right side is on the outside. Normally I would have to cut it and put it on, and to cut it I use a pinkers, and it helps with the fraying. But if the fabric does fray, I am going to use a glue gun to stick it on. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. Oh, hang on, and let's take it right to the edge there, and I'm going to leave it a little bit out. Can you see that? And then this one goes here, and this one will go here, and I will cut that. So let's just put this together. I leave a little bit more than an eighth normally. And you know, with fabric covers as well, especially if you're making like a big journal, they open nicely. Now, just to secure that in place, I'm just going to take some tape. It's really, really easy. Where's my... There we go. That's a little bit wide, so I'm going to bring it a little bit in. Like I say, let it overhang a bit. So that's about right. Let's do that one first. And let's secure it there. This is just to hold it in place while we do the glue. And then I'm just going to put a piece on the bottom to secure everything. Yep, that's, put it here. So let's draw that a little bit closer. Yeah, that'll be fine. And I'm just, that should do it. Now I don't use Tyvek, but what I am using now is a little bit pricey, but you know what? Especially when I do orders for customers, I want to make sure my journals spines are secure. This is bookbinding tape, so it's like fabric, and it's just strong. So I normally just also put this. This is optional. I've only recently started doing it, but it gives me peace of mind, and I know the covers are not going to come apart. And you only need little pieces. Oh dear, and you shouldn't let that happen. So let's just put it there. I mean, that's fine. Okay, I've let it go. That's fine. Cut it up. Cut it up. I'm going to have to cut this piece off. I'll just use my, because it's, you know, otherwise it'll be lumpy. There we go. I'm really having fun here, aren't I? Come on. Pull that down. And this piece is also bent over. Let me see if I can unbend it. I'm just going to leave that as it is. So now it's secure and it's in place. So you can cut it now. There's a choice. You can cut it now or you can cut it afterwards. So I'm not folding over, guys. Okay. And that's why I'm leaving this overhang. So that once the inner piece is done, then you won't see the board. Okay. So where is my glue gun? It should be nice and hot. Let's go like so. Yeah. And right now I just want to secure it. I've got to do this quite fast because you know this glue does dry fast. Get it in the middle and on the inner side. Don't worry about too much about this part here because we will do it afterwards as well. Right. That piece is down. Just hold it down. Let the glue dry. How easy is this? Tell me. Same thing on the spine. And flatten it. And here we go. No sewing. Don't need to sew. There we go. And press it down so it holds. I'm actually going to turn it over now. Look at that. So easy. Oh my goodness, this cover is gorgeous. This fabric is lovely. Now I am going to cut and I'm going to leave my little border. Like I said, don't worry about this because we'll do that later. So now I just cut. If you can get a pair of pinking scissors, then please do, because they are well worth the money spent. Hang on. I like to just lift it slightly. There, and there, and there. And then we're going to cut here, leaving that overhang. Here we go. And there, look at that. It's your cover. And it's beautiful. That's why I like fabric. And yeah, this hasn't glued. I actually need to put another glue stick in. Please tell me I've got them here. Yes. Let's just put another glue stick in. Stick, stick, stick. And then you can do your edges. See that? So concentrate on doing this inner part, and then you can do your edges later. And this time, it didn't stick there. This time you take it to the very, and like I say, you can still put a piece of calico or cotton fabric underneath this just to make it thicker, I suppose. There we go. Now I'm going to do the inside, and as I said, let's get, oh, I didn't even use this for the spine because you see I didn't need to. So I'm going to show you, I'll probably do another tutorial using 2 pieces of fabric to make the spine, but this piece was big enough. And then I have this gorgeousness, look at that. So this one, I think I need to cut a little bit there because it's too much. Yeah. Also, you know, when you glue it right at the edge, that helps as well so that it doesn't fray. That's why afterwards, even at the end when I've made the journal, I recheck all my edges to make sure they are glued down. Let's just get rid of this. So now we have this gorgeous piece because I want to use fabric inside as well. And now I am going to take my little piece of tape off just to secure it. I'm still going to glue it, but as you can see, this is a big piece and I'm going to put it, really doesn't matter, I suppose. I have to decide which way. Look at that gorgeous flower there. I'm going to cut off the holes because I want that big flower in. You see this flower there? I want that. So I'm going to secure you. Let's put it edge to edge now. Sort of. Like I say, you can always cut it if it's not 100%. There. Oh, no, look. Can you see that? I haven't checked that corner. Let's lift it up. And make sure it's right there and right there. Yeah, I think that's, let me check again. Yeah, that's perfect. So hopefully the tape will just hold it down, or you can already start gluing even before you cut it. Okay. Oops. Oops, oops. Come on. Stick it down. Of course you can also put paper, but I've never done that. I've always just used fabric. Put it down before it dries. And I'm sure most of you have glue guns. This is a cheap one from P&A. 180 Rand it cost me. They were 150, they've gone up. So easy. See? Okay. And now we can go right to the spine. Let's do it. And press it down. Make sure it sticks. And then you carry on. Yeah. I should actually use a bigger glue gun, I suppose, for this. But anyway, this is what I use. Let's carry on. Carry on there. Okay. Yep, I need some more. Now, let's make you stick, shall we? Yeah, that's better. And on the edge, which again we will come back once the journal is finished to redo it. How easy is that? Then of course turn it over and cut. So I'm just going to cut more or less. If it's slightly off, it's okay, you know. So easy. I'm loving this. Here we go. And let's put that piece aside, because you know what? I'll probably use more of that in the journal itself. So there's your cover. So you can't see inside there. That's why I let the fabric overhang. And then, as I said to you, I usually go over, because sometimes the glue is dried and it doesn't glue nicely while you're doing it, and double check the cover. And then if you want, I mean, and there you have, so that's the inside. So when you do like so, this is going to happen unless you stick it down with tape. I prefer to use the hot glue. Where's my thing? Yeah, so sometimes, in fact 99.9% of the time, you're going to get your fabric fold, but I'm okay with that. So there's my cover, and now you can decide. And then usually when I make my journals, I normally do my cover last, because I like to get a feel for inside the journal, and that tells me what to do on the outside. Okay. But now is the time to decide about your closure. If you're going to make eyelet holes, or you're going to stick the ribbon on the outside, you got to decide. Okay, so now let me show you. Now, very simply, again, you know, journal making. So what did I say? This is 8 and a bit. So where's my ruler? I've got this ruler here with the 0. You don't have to be terribly accurate either. And I think I am going to put another fabric cloth on the spine, because I don't like having the threads showing on the outside. That's just me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But it's just, like I say, so we're going to make it. Yep, that's fine. So I'll put one. Let's just put that aside. Oh, that's not straight. Here we go. I think that's about straight. Can you see that? That's more or less straight. If you want to be particular, you know, so make your hole. Here we go. Sometimes also, you know, with fabric, it's hard to see the hole. So now we have you there. And I want to make sure my ruler is more or less straight. If you want to be particular, you can, you know, do your measurements accurately. I don't. And I'll do a 3-stitch because it's quicker. And I think I'm going to do it at, I normally do it at 6.5 on this ruler. And over here it's 6.5. It makes those holes. There we go. I lost it here. Again, I make it more or less. Yes. 6.5. Oh, I went all the way through. Which is okay. Now we're going to do the other side, so I'm going to turn it this way because it's got 2 signatures. So let's take my center from there, move my ruler. I think I can move it out a little bit more. And again, we're going to do 6.5. I want to mark it. On this fabric, it's a little bit hard. That's why I like to make the holes all the way through, so you can see where they are when it comes to adding your signatures. So let's do the same thing to make it more or less the same. I check like this to make it straight. And the 0. Yeah, pull that out. And same thing here. Yeah, that's about it. Of course, if you really want to be 100% accurate, you can measure, but I don't do that because me and figures is a nightmare. Now, what I do, it really doesn't matter which one is going to be in the front. Where's my pencil? I had it here a second ago. Here it is. Okay, so now just take your signature, and we know that this is, it's actually fine, but I want to make this one the front one. Okay, so decide which way you want it to go, especially if you've got pattern paper. And this is how I do it. I just line it up and I mark it here and here and here. I have my cotton ready, crochet cotton. Then usually what I do is this. I make sure everything is right, and then I normally take paper clips and I do it close. So I keep it closed like this to make sure that all the pages are together there. And like so, just to hold it together, and then the same thing there. Here we go. Like so, like so. And then I make my holes. So let's make sure this paper is that way. You also got to see which way this is, because I've put it upside down, believe it or not, on occasion. Oh, this paper is hard to tell where I made my, here it is. Yeah. And there. So let's, and then keeping it sort of, you know, folded. Wow, it's really hard to see it on this paper because there's lines. Oh no, I can't believe I can't see it again. I'm looking on the wrong side, that's why. There, okay, I got it. So where you've marked it with your pencil, yeah. So I'm going to have to do it again. There we go. You know, when the paper is, well, lighter, I suppose, then it's much easier to see where you've made your mark. And let's put it through nice and straight. There we go. Lovely. I think I'm going to have to keep this journal now. I won't be able to sell it because I've made that. Okay. Now you take your twine. Oh, I've got a piece here. Okay. And when you're doing the 3-stitch, all you need is double. So like 1, 2, and don't need that much actually, and a bit. Okay, you want to give yourself just a little bit of leeway. So now, what did I do with my needle? This is just a tapestry needle that I use, so it's blunt, and thread it. Yeah, and I'm going to work from the outside in rather than from in to out, okay? Because if you work from in to out, then the knot will be visible here, and again, that's not something I really like. So I always, but it's a matter of preference, guys. So now you take it and you start in the middle, if you can find it on the outside. So what I normally do, if I can't find it, there, see that? And then I will use my needle. Here we go. Here we go. And this is facing in the right direction. So I think that is the right one, I hope. Is it? Yes. So sew that in. And then go to the bottom. Find your hole. There we go. Take it all the way across, and in the hole, where is it? There we go, and through the middle again. There we go. And then you can pull it tight, but don't yank on it, because then you risk tearing your holes some more. Okay, so just do it gently. Make sure everything is in position. Let's check. Yeah, can you see that? Everything's good there. Then I'm gonna see if I can, yeah. What I do is I split it, and I just tie a knot. And like I say, don't have to yank on it, just be gentle. And then I normally cut it. And also what I do, so it doesn't get in the way and I don't get irritated with it. Oh no, did I switch it off? You know, they really shouldn't put the thing there. They should put it on front, because now I switched it off. I normally, now the glue, it's not hot. Okay, I normally just glue it down so that it's nice and neat. So if I, obviously I'm going to cover this. So where is my, this is my fabric, just to show you. I would measure, but let's put this in quickly. So I'm going to do this quickly off camera. I mean, you saw, or should I do it again to show you again? But you can always rewind. So make sure your pages all meet there in that corner. Yes. Make sure they all meet nicely. Be careful which is the top and which is the bottom. And mark it. Normally I do use a pencil, but because of the nature of this, I am going to use that. Now I can see it. Well, if I was going to sell this, then obviously I wouldn't do that, or I would just cover it with washi tape, or I would find a way to cover it. So now we take 2 times. 1, 2, and a bit. So there you have your easy peasy fabric cover. I mean, that was so easy and it was quick. You just, like I say, might have to stick your awl again through here sometimes to find the hole. And let's see if my glue gun is hot. Like I said, I do like to glue this down. This is also the time to decide. Well, sometimes I also do it at the end. You know, it just depends on the journal. Ow. Ow. We love burning ourselves on our... See, and it just... There we go. I'm just pressing it down because now the glue is nice and dry. So, as I said to you, I want to hide this. So let's... I suppose I could even use this again. So pretty. But I think I'll use this for the cover. Now this has got that fishing kind of wire there, so I'm going to cut it off because I want that same zigzag edge on there. And then, like, I'll probably do another quick tutorial to show you when I cut it up and add the spine thing. And like, I do not want these pieces on the side. You know, and how wide you want it again is up to you. Just bearing in mind that now I'm adding another piece of material there, that it's going to be hard to do. It's better to put on a clip-on dangle if you want to put a dangle on it, because it's difficult to cut your eyelet hole because now it's thick. So let's say, look at that. So easy, guys, and you decide where you want it to go. Yeah, and I'm just going to cut it about here. So I'm just going to fold it to keep it more or less straight and then cut it. And these leftovers you can use now to make embellishments to put inside the journal. Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly, so we want that there. Let's do it this way. There, you can see it's not quite straight. It's okay. I can cut more if necessary, but I'm not going to. For me, it's okay. I'm going to cut it just a little bit. Make it a little bit straighter. That's fine. And which is the front? This is the front. So let's attach this. Make sure we know where it wants to go. There we go. Let's put some glue so it holds it in place. Yeah, like so. And that for me is fine. So now just lift, apply glue. I'm just doing the spine. I will glue these down later. I mean, I could also do the spine in a totally different color. So then I'm just going to do the other side. Let's close it. There we go. Can you see that? How nice is that now? And this actually material, I need one of those rollers, which I do normally have available. Before I think I don't have it here now. I have to get a new one. You know those sticky rollers? I use that to lift up anything that I want on there. And here it is, ready for embellishing. Now, come on guys, that was easy. And now I can take these off and I can carry on embellishing. See that? These have each got, I think it's 20 pages. So it'll make a journal with 80 odd pages. And like so. And of course once you embellish and put your pockets and stuff and fabric, then it will fill out. And I'm just going to show you. I'm going to use the same piece of fabric. Why not? Or should I use this one? I can actually cut it. Maybe. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes. Look at that. It's perfect for a side pocket. And again, I'm just going to glue it down. No sewing involved. I think I might have to cut it a bit more. Yep. Let's straighten it a bit. That's fine. Beautiful. I suppose I could even, you know what, use this side too and then put ribbon or lace or something on it. That's more or less straight. It's still a bit long, so I'm going to cut off a bit more. Yeah, but I'm going to use this side, the wrong side. I prefer that. And once again, sort of center it. Put your glue on the fabric and down it goes. And you have a wonderful side pocket ready for lace. And then, same thing here. Put your glue. Put it down, let it stick. Now you would need a very big heavy machine to get an eyelet out of there. So this will take a different type of closure. Okay. Let's take that out the way. Put glue there. So whatever pieces, like I said, now you can go ahead. Shall I quickly embellish a piece like this? Let's cut. This is going to make this quite long. It's okay, hey? It's okay. I love this fabric, I really do. I don't know, I like the stripes. So I have my little, and you know, I've got some embellishments here in my packet. My silver thread. I have this fabric ready to use. Quick embellishing. Look at that, so gorgeous. And I can make a tuck spot with that. So what if I use, I love this. Now I'm just going to use an ordinary scissors. And look, I'm just doing this very quickly. And I'm going to put glue. Oh, okay, ow. I'm sure you guys go ow a lot too when you use a glue gun. And you can see I'm just doing it on the places where you're not really you're not going to see the glue. Like so. Ow. Okay, now I've got glue all over my fingers. I don't need to stick the whole thing down. I kind of like it when it's up. I'm going to put this over here. I really don't want it straight. Let's do it a bit crooked, shall we? And then what else can I use? Yeah, I've got this pretty lace, and I've got these silver butterflies. Where did I put that tag? Here. How about that? How about sticking that? I like that. That'll do. I don't want to hum and haw too much, you know. Very pretty. And I can carry on adding stuff, which I'll probably add later because you know, I don't have it right here, but you will probably see the finished one in a flip through. So let's just push that out the way. I don't want to sit here trying to tidy everything. You know me, big mess. I mean, even, oh, what happened? Oh, that's just a big, look at that there. I could make a big one, a big thing, you know, to put on top. I could use another piece of fabric and just embellish that on top, and then use this beautiful pink lace. Let me undo it. So because you know it's so bright, because then you open it. Maybe I'll even put this I'm going to do this quickly. Look. Look. There. Let's take that. Put glue. And now you have another pocket to put a tag in. Let's say this is a tag. How gorgeous is that? Needs more. I think it needs more. But anyway, so that is how I make my covers. It's so easy. And this is obviously the hardcover. I do exactly the same thing when I use cardstock, but I do always, when I use just plain cardstock, I put calico just to make it I don't know, more hard wearing and make it feel better, especially if the fabric is thin. So how easy was that, guys? Huh? Now it's just a matter, as I said, of embellishing this. So I'll finish this journal and then I will do a flip through for you. Yeah, and that's a magazine page from Ideas. And that is an upside down pocket, which is the right side. I didn't check my pages properly, see? So this is not going to be a top pocket. It's because I'm rushing, you know, to try and make this tutorial short. So I'm actually going to end it here and do a flip through at a later stage when it's finished. So guys, I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you making fabric colors. And I do have lots of fabric, so let me know if you want some. Look at this blue. Isn't this just a gorgeous blue? Oh, I love it. And then you've got your pieces to play with to put inside. So I will see you again soon. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I appreciate your support, guys. Thanks now. Ciao, bye.